Alright, here we're doing translations number 2. In our last translations video, we were actually moving figures in the coordinate plane. In this video, we're going to be writing a rule to match a movement in the coordinate plane. One thing to remember is that the original point, like say for example I, is the one that doesn't have the little tick mark next to it. And the after, this would be the image, and this one over here is called the pre-image. Write that down. Pre-image, and this is called the image. So we move from I to I prime. We always go from pre-image to image. The little tick mark thing is read I prime. So basically, to write our rule, all we have to do, we start out with xy, so the coordinates xy, and then a little arrow here, and then we're going to write what's done to the x, what's done to the y. If you look here, we went 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 spaces forward, and that's the same as adding 10 to the x coordinate. And then we moved 2 spaces up, and that's the same as adding 2 to the y coordinate. Okay. Let's take a look at another one here. Here, we move from I to I prime, so that's pre-image to image, and we move down, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 spaces, and we move forward 1. So that is taking each coordinate, each in the point, and the x-coordinate, we add 1, and the y-coordinate, we subtracted 7, down 7, forward 1, down 7. Okay. All right, let's see, hold on a second. All right, so I'm going to leave the rest of these to you. Over on the back side here, we've got a few where they don't give you any graph. So here, I'll do a couple of these. We've got xy, we'll start it that way, writing our rule. The x-coordinate went from 3 to -2. So we could do our change in x is equal to end, because this is the image over here. Always end in the image, and we begin in the pre-image. So that's -2 minus 3, which is -5. So it's x minus 5. We move from 3 to -2, that's 5 spaces backwards. Our change in y is end, that's 0, minus beginning, that's 3, equals -3. So it went from 3 to 0, that's a down 3. So that's y minus 3. Let's take a look at another one over here. Here, we've got xy goes to, now here, there's our delta x and our delta y. Our change in x is from -4, from -1 to -4, so end minus beginning. -4 minus -1 is the same as -4 plus a +1, so that's -3, and the y is 1 minus -1, and that's the same as 1 plus +1, which is +2. So the x-coordinate went back 3, x minus 3, and the y-coordinate went up 2, And if you look here, from -1 to -4 is moving backwards 3. So if it were -1 degrees outside and the temperature went to -4, that means it dropped 3 degrees, x minus 3. And if the temperature were -1 and it went to +1, that means it went up 2 degrees, which is y plus 2. All right, I'll leave the rest of these up to you. Good luck.